What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages? This is That PlayStation Gamer. Today we're just doing kind of a quick video before the year ends. And of course, we're addressing a rumor that we've been hearing out, and that's of course that PlayStation might have eternally delayed the launch of the brand new PlayStation console. Also rumored to be a slash hybrid device. From out of maybe 2026 to and 2027 to later. Like there's not even like eternally when they have decided when. So right now it sounds like, basically to summarize it, the PlayStation 6 might not be coming out in the foreseeable future. And this is mostly because of RAM right now. So if you guys don't know what's going on, obviously, first off, I'm shocked. How did you live under a rock for so long? And second, can I join you under that rock? I need to go back there because, oh my god, this is terrible. Okay, but because there's not much RAM out there, and the little RAM that is being made is being prioritized to AI and AI companies, basically the RAM prices have surged up for the RAM that is available out there for consumers. Companies normally get some kind of bulk deal for these things, like they buy like so many units of RAM, but with there being, heavy competition with AI and not there being many people out there making RAM to begin with, and one of them just like straight up said like, hey, we're just going strictly to AI, it's probably put, these consoles on a bit of the back burner for now, because they need to find a source of RAM that is more, I guess you would say stable, and also probably wouldn't be super expensive either, because that's the other thing. It's like the prices for RAM has gone up so much. And companies like Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, especially Microsoft, fuck Microsoft, they try to kind of, like I said, they try to get these things at a discount, but it's like where things are right now, it's not in the best place. And for the record, I am all for the PlayStation 5 generation being extended. I said it in the live stream I did yesterday, where I felt like this generation really has not started until like we got into 2020. 2022, sorry. Because after COVID, everything was just kind of a mess, right? Like we all agree on that. And it's like, it's taken so long for Sony to finally start kind of getting into the groove of things, and even then their groove is still not the best. But it's like, I kind of feel like this console generation needs to be extended out until 2030, to be honest, just because I think we're just now kind of getting these consoles, being utilized more correctly. And I think Sony needs to, get their shit together and actually, make some quality games out there. Listen, one game a year, they ain't going to cut it anymore, man. And I think even freaking Sony knows that. And at the same time, kind of just to quickly talk about this, apparently the sales for consoles all across the board were bad this year in November because of, Black Friday. People would, naturally assume more people went out there to buy consoles. Freaking Sony did some, I wouldn't say a deep cut, but like they did a pretty decent cut on the price. And apparently it was bad as 1995. And damn, that's pretty bad. Like, wait, it's that low. Like, I think I read somewhere it was Xbox like lost 70% of console sales, and Sony lost 40%. And it's like, damn. And I do think it's a combination of a couple things. It's a combination of the U.S.'s economy right now, because Black Friday is a U.S. specific thing. So to be fair, it's not across the board. It's not across other countries. And I think because of, again, the economy and RAM prices, I think just in general, price increases across the board. It's not a good time to be buying super expensive devices. And listen, man, much as I'm a console guy, consoles are a luxury item. I weirdly look at a console as like a device. Like if you have money to throw around and you don't give a shit about where that money is going, that's what a console is. That's the device. That's the thing you buy. But right now, we are just not in a healthy place in the U.S. And I think people are not prioritizing video games, and it makes sense. I think if anything, And if I were to go into like some predictions here, I think you're going to actually see a bit of a resurgence in retro games because while new consoles are, you know, pretty damn expensive, you know, almost $800 for some of them, retro prices have relatively stayed the pace. They relatively stay at a certain pace. So I could see retro prices going up. More people get into retro gaming. And just like 2026 is going to be an interesting year. And I know we were originally talking about PlayStation 6 being delayed, but it's like this got me thinking, like, you know, right now, 2025 is going to go down as one of the weirdest years in gaming. In fact, I will go far as say that this whole console generation will go down as the weirdest console generation in history because nothing has operated like how they normally operated. You know, you had COVID happen. You've had Trump and his tariffs. You've had this whole AI resurgence. And it's like, man, it makes you realize we live in a very weird times, right? So with all that said, what do you guys think of PlayStation 6 getting delayed into potentially 2030? What do you guys think about RAM prices and how crazy those are getting? Like I've seen like sticks go for like almost $500, and it's like it wasn't even a lot of fucking RAM. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and unless I make a video but tomorrow, or well, I do plan on streaming later today. But if I don't see you guys until after the new year, Happy New Year to everyone out there. Hope you go out and celebrate, because good Lord, we all need a pick-me-up right now, don't we? So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Happy New Year. Have a good day. Bye.